Welcome to the Mobilengine Integrating Google Services presentation that will introduce our implementations using Google Maps, Calendar, Contacts, Drive, and Spreadsheet services. Part 1 is our integration with Google Maps. This use case is about creating and optimizing tour plans or visit lists. The left side of the screen shows the browser with the web form user interface. You can access this UI from any web browser, so there's no need to install any software. Let's log into the web form user interface with the manager's account using the manager's email address, matching password, and then click on the login button. Let's turn to the right side of the screen now, where it shows the mobile form with a field worker user already logged in. Now that you've logged into the web form site, you can start the Google Maps integration. Let's start with creating visit list web form, where the manager can create a new visit list for the field worker. The manager selects the field worker from the company's drop-down list. Then she picks the date for the tour plan. She needs to set the start and the end of the tour plan to be able to submit the form. In this example, the field worker sets off from Boston and arrives in Los Angeles, stopping along the way in Houston and then Washington, D.C. Let's submit this form and then turn our attention to mobile UI, where the field worker is logged in and he wants to see his tour plans. Let's change the date of the visit. For this date, John has a tour plan in which the sequence of the waypoints are already optimized. We assume that John is not sure where Houston is and wants to look it up. This link will start the Google Maps app on the mobile phone and find Houston. John can now see Houston on the map and drive there. Let's return to the mobile form, and this is the end of part 1. Part 2 is the integration with Google Calendar. This implementation is focusing on the job assigned use case, where managers assign field workers to events. Here we can see the Google Calendar web interface, where the manager is logged in and wants to add an event to a field worker. She selects the calendar that is designated for job assignments, edits the event, inserts a client identifier to the event field, and adds a preferred field worker to the event's guests. After entering the desired information, she saves the event. The manager does not need to send the field worker an email, as the mobile app is already synchronizing, and when it's done, the task form will pop up like this. On this form, William, the field worker, can see his tasks. Every task has a starting time, a client, and a duration, shown in hours, minutes format. When he taps the details button, the details pop up: the client's address, phone number, the end time, and a description of the task. If William taps the address link, he can see the exact location of the client using Google Maps. Here we can see the address, 7 Allen Street, New York. Let's return to the form and tap Jack Winchester's phone number. With this link, the field worker can instantly call the client. This concludes the part of our presentation about integrating Mobilengine with Google's Calendar service. Now let's start with part 3, where we'll introduce the implementation of linking Mobilengine to the Google Contact service. We've created a solution to assign contacts to the Google accounts of field workers using the Mobilengine web form user interface. Here we can see our web form user interface with a contact managing mobile app. Using our client attached web form, the company's manager can add clients to the field worker's contact list. On this form, the manager selects an activity. She can then create a new client or select from a list stored in the database. She chooses to create a new client, and this means the manager needs a unique client identifier, the name of the client, which is Thomas Wilson, the address, 4 Grand Street, New York, the phone number, and the email address, which is thomas.wilson@supercompany.com. After this, Jane will select the field worker that she wants to assign Thomas to as a contact and submit the form. The client information will appear in the field worker's contact list, and here William can see the previously provided data about Thomas Wilson, which is his phone number, his email address, and his location. We have reached the end of part 3. The fourth part will cover our integration with Google Drive services like cloud-based storage and Google Sheets. Our use case is a store visiting workflow where the manager assigns a store list to the field workers who will visit these stores and then send orders to our server. The details of the orders are accessible not only through our own system, but also in the manager's Google Drive. Let's start with the spreadsheet part. In this document, the manager can arrange visits to the stores for each field worker. She needs to provide 4 basic details to create a visit: a unique identifier, the date of the visit, the waypoint of the visit, and the email address of the designated field worker. Now let's create another visit. Watch the field worker's mobile phone, where the recently assigned task will appear after synchronizing. William is filling in the form about his recent visit to Boston. He selects a product to be ordered, enters a quantity, and creates a photo about the shelf with our photo control. He then submits the order. The Boston task will appear as completed in his tour plan. Now let's return to the manager's Google Drive. Here Jane can view the sent photo in the Drive integration folder, and she can inspect the sent orders through the relevant spreadsheet. Here is the sent order, 3 bottles of Coca-Cola for the Boston store. We thank you for watching, and we hope you choose Mobilengine to power your business.